Hi, well, hello. We are going to be going over kingdoms. Yes, this is the mighty of the memorization because look at all of these wonderful words that you have to memorize. All right, these are all the things to give you to annotate to help you memorize it. Criteria for success for a multiple choice problem. This chart that you had on all the domains, kingdoms, all those little characteristics for them, yes, you have to memorize it. I recommend Quizlet to help you because there's a lot of information. It's just one of those things. Bio is a lot of memorization about life. All right, and we annotate to help us remember all of these shenanigans. So let's go for it. All right, let's bracket and get to this. Can it be accurately concluded that this organism must be in the domain Eukarya and the kingdom Plantae? All right. Well, one, I can start, annotating what's in the bracketed question. All right, can it accurately, so true, be concluded, like conclusion, that this organism, I don't really know what this organism is, so I'm going to wait for that, must be in the domain Eukarya. So domain Eukarya, I know, encompasses 4 kingdoms. All right, Protista, fungi. Can you see this? Yes, you can. Okay. Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. All right. And in the kingdom Plantae. Okay. Plantae. Plantae, what I know about this, it's a eukarya. It has a cell wall. It is an autotroph. It is multicellular. Alright, basically with this kingdoms topic, anytime that you see a word that's like, this is a kingdom, you need to write things about it. Just always. Because that's the way that you're going to remember, that's the way that you're going to figure out these questions. Okay? This is purely memorization. If you memorize it, you'll be good. If you don't, well, good luck. Okay. Now, I'm going back to this organism. They're trying to say, can I conclude that this organism is in the domain Eukarya and the kingdom Plantae? Well, I'll know because I don't know what they found out about this organism. So let's go back. While exploring in the jungle, a eukaryotic organism was found that has a cell wall and photosynthesizes. Okay. So remember, a eukaryotic organism is one that has a nucleus, and it can be in any one of these 4 things. All right. Now, a cell wall and photosynthesis. If I'm saying all I know about it is that it has a cell wall and photosynthesis, can I say that it's a plant? Well, things that have a cell wall and photosynthesize, yes, plants do that. Well, but also we have eubacteria does this. Eubacteria and archaebacteria. All 3 of these have a cell wall and can photosynthesize because archaebacteria and eubacteria both can be heterotroph or autotroph. And if you're an autotroph, that means that you photosynthesize. So all 3 of these are really an option. In terms of it being eukaryotic, well, protists, they're the most diverse, meaning like they can be animal-like, they can be fungi-like, they can be plant-like, meaning they can make their own food, they cannot, they can feed on decaying things. Really just everything is lumped into one for protist. And fungi, that's more heterotroph. That definitely wouldn't be it. It's not going to be protist because they don't have cell walls. No cell wall, but they can photosynthesize. Fungi is not an autotroph. We're thinking about plants. And then animals, well, no photosynthesis. They can't do that. And they have no cell walls, so that's definitely not going to be it. So we can say that anything else in eukarya can't do it, but we can say that this could potentially be not in the domain eukarya. It could be in kingdoms of archaebacteria and eubacteria. So we know that her conclusion is invalid. All right, valid literally just means true, and invalid means false. So we know that this is not valid, so neither of these are going to be correct. We know that it is invalid. Now let's look at these answer choices. Her conclusion is invalid because cell walls and photosynthesizing is not limited to plants. Right, this is true because we just determined that Archaebacteria and Eubacteria could both do that. All right, here, conclusion is invalid because plants are prokaryotic organisms. Excuse me, what? Prokaryotic organisms are bacteria. And they have no nucleus. Plant cells are eukaryotic, and they very much have a nucleus. So I don't know what that is, but bye-bye. My answer is C. Oh, that was fun. Okay, let's go to 2. The 2, we're going to bracket my question first. What is true of this domain? I have no idea because I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I do know the word domain. And domain, there are 3 of them. There's archaea, bacteria, and eukarya. Archaea is actually really cool. Archaea is like, they're like the oldest, most ancient, and they live in like these super crazy environments, like the depths of the ocean where you can't see anything, or like super acidic, super basic, and they still survive. It's crazy. I don't know how they do it. All right, what's true of this domain? It's asking the 2 images below or to the right represent, which means show, organisms that belong to the same domain. So both of these belong to the same thing. So what is this domain? First, we got to identify what this is. These are actually both bacteria. Bacteria can take shapes of rods or kind of this spiral thing. But both of these are bacteria. I know that bacteria, I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's archaea or eubacteria, but both of them I know are prokaryotic. And they're both single-celled. And they have no nucleus. So now we just have to match that. I know they're both bacteria, they both have these things. Alright, it includes organisms that are single-celled, yes, or unicellular, and prokaryotic, yes. Okay, it includes multicellular, no, because it's unicellular. It includes eukaryotic, no, it's prokaryotic. It includes single-celled organisms, yes, that contain a nucleus. Ooh, lost me there. Okay, bye, bye, bye. And my answer is A. Alright, my advice, I know this has been a terribly long video and you're tired of hearing me talk. My advice, the rest, okay, these questions, it is in your best interest anytime that you see any of these kingdoms that you write things about them, like 3 things about them. Like, for instance, a protist is eukaryotic, it's the most diverse kingdom, and an example is an amoeba. Those are 3 things. I would say every time you see any of these, write those 3 things. My advice, it'll help you memorize. Good luck.